taking a step back, we've seen that there's reality and there's myths. But we're also seeing that Africans have a point of view around these issues, and that this point of view is changing. I don't know if any of you have some feedback or some reactions to some of what Josephine presented, or Josephine, on your part, if there's something you've heard here that you think we ought to hear from you about, having heard all this.
So there's actually something that I'd love to. Am I unmuted?
No, you sound great.
Great. So there's something that I would love to chip in, but this goes way back, I think in 2014, 2015, when we started our China module. There was a question we asked that we haven't repeated. I think it's quite fascinating. So we asked them, what are the factors that they think contribute to the positive image that they have of China? And then we have most of the Africans saying that, top on the list was China's investments in infrastructure or other developments. And then we had cost of Chinese products, and followed by China's business investments. And then we had other things like China's support for the country in international affairs, and then non-interference in the internal affairs of the other countries, of the African countries. And so there was a question someone asked about the best way to, I think, in terms of relating to China and the other international superpowers, what's the best way to go about it? I think it's good to look at some of these factors, and that's if you really want to score good points, then these are the things that, according to Africans, contribute to the positive image that they have about either the US or China or other European former colonial powers. Also, I think in our previous round 8, we also asked, we did some analysis to see whether people's views on China's influence sort of affects their views on democracy, because there used to be this notion that because the Africans were leaning more to China and saying that China is the second best model for development, some scholars were also saying that then China would sort of influence them with their political ideologies. But our analysis showed otherwise, because even though a lot of people, they look up to China when it comes to economic and political influence, they still sort of stick to their democratic aspirations and ideologies. So it doesn't really affect Africans and views on democracy and other issues. So those are the 2 points that I think I wanted to check.